67 of the juice and, what are we calling it now? Juice and raw food fasting kind of thing. Anyway, okay, so I went to my doctor's today. If anybody knows me, they know one thing is for certain: I hate to be wrong. Okay, I really, really do. Let me start out with a little disclaimer though, and I think I've said this before on all these videos, that I am not giving you medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I should be, but I'm not a doctor. And doctors don't know everything. I know that because I've worked with a lot of them. And the best doctors admit, I don't know everything. There was a Denton Cooley. He said, and he's one of the greatest heart surgeons that ever lived, and he works in the building that I work with. He's a pioneer in the area. Okay, blah, blah, blah. He said the reason that I was so good in medical school is because I lacked confidence. Okay? Sometimes I don't lack confidence. So I'm not dispensing any kind of medical advice. This is just my story. And I've said, go talk to your doctor. See what your doctor says. Don't take my word for it. You know, sometimes there are people in certain circumstances, if you're like 450 pounds and you're like 5'9" or 5'5" or 5'4", you're going to want to get checked out before you start something as radical as a juice fast. So, that being said, I went to my doctor's today, and first of all, she was absolutely blown away that I'd lost 40 pounds. Okay, 44 pounds. She looked at me and she was just like, wow. And I told her what I was doing, and I thought, oh man, she's going to get upset. No, she didn't get upset. She said, this is great, this is awesome. But, okay, my blood pressure, I haven't been taking blood pressure medication. I've been relying on things like this. This is, I'm showing you a little example. My brother asked, why don't you show what you do? Well, here's what I do. This is the wheatgrass balls, okay? And I know I'm not getting to the point, right? That's okay. Maybe I don't want to. And you take these little frozen things. You can get this from Grass on the Go. GrassOnTheGo.com. You got that? GrassOnTheGo.com. This is my buddy Alan, whom I've never met face to face, but we've talked on the phone several times. He flash freezes this, and as long as it stays frozen, is good forever. Okay? If you thaw these out, they'll stay in the refrigerator for 2 weeks and still have just as much nutrients in them. Wheatgrass will lower your blood pressure. If you have low blood pressure already, you don't want to do this. My wife, she's tried these before, and oh my gosh, she gets all white, her blood pressure goes down too low. It works for me too. And I've been walking every day. I've been doing something every day. Walking 2 miles, not just a half a mile or whatever, 2 miles on my lunch break, I can do that. It didn't help as much with my blood pressure. One thing that has been missing from my juices though has been the beet greens. The beet greens will also clean your liver out and lower the blood pressure. All the deep greens, you guys. You don't have to do what I'm going to do here. But you put this in the water, just like that. I know it looks bad. People are always whining. Stop your whining about how bad things look and that you're not going to like the taste. My goodness. If it's good for you, sometimes the things that are best for you, you know, aren't going to taste that good or look that great. So what? You got to get that out of your head. And so anyway, I went in there and I had my initial blood pressure was checked, and my goodness, it was 159 over 116. That's dangerous. Okay, very dangerous. I wasn't too nervous because, let's face it, when you go into the doctor, they use those electric blood pressure cuffs, and anybody who used to be a medical assistant student of mine, they're bull crap, okay? Do a manual blood pressure. So we waited a little bit. I got it down to 141 over 90 or something like that. That's still not good. Average blood pressure, 120 over 80. 120 over 80 is healthy. My blood pressure last night was 135 over 90, and then I sat down and just relaxed. So I kind of knew there was a problem, but I fooled myself because I was like, well, I'm not having headaches. I'm not, I'm not dizzy or, feeling like I want to kill something or anything like that. I don't hear my heartbeat at night like I used to. Yes, you'll hear your heartbeat if you have high blood pressure. Get it checked out. So, I made a deal with her. She didn't push it. She's a really good doctor for being a VA doctor, and she took my blood pressure again after I got all talking about juice, you know, because I get all excited about it. And it was high again still. She was a little concerned, and that's okay. But also too, I'm in a lot of pain. I sprained my hip. I had to get x-rays done of it today. I somehow sprained my hip, you guys, and it's been miserable. I mean, I can barely get up off of the couch, and it just hurts a lot. Okay, I know I'm going on and on. I apologize. So I made a deal with her that I would take half a blood pressure pill every day. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. It's okay to take your medicines. Like I said, I stopped my medication. I'm a highly trained medical person, okay, but I don't know everything. Exercise. If I had gone to the gym before I went to see her, my blood pressure would have been stable, but it's not. So I'm going to do what I'm told. She did talk about getting me back on insulin. And no. It's not going to happen. All right, I don't need to. I know many people who have gotten off of insulin. They just got to watch their diet. The doctor is going to tell you that. She wanted to put me on metformin, but I have this funky liver disease called Hep C, and so I can't go on the metformin. She's like, okay, we'll do just a little bit. Guys, look, I know I can control this. I mean, I ate some celery today, and I had 2 avocados. I know I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not buying any more avocados. And I had my juice, and it's a feast, okay? That's what we call feasting. And I mean, my glucose after an hour was only 120. That is normal. That's beautiful. I checked it again on the way home to see, well, maybe no, it was 124. That's awesome, you guys. She did take my hemoglobin A1C. We're gonna do we have a whole bunch of tests that I'll be reading to you guys when I get them. And it's I'm really interested about the Hep C. I want to see what happens, when you juice and it's a viral load, so I'm not expecting a whole lot. I'm hoping that my liver studies go down even further. It's supposed to be 0 to 25. Mine have been in the 200 ranges for 10 years, okay? No big deal. I don't drink. I don't do anything that will affect it. All right. There's my story. There's some things that I need to cut out of my life, like just salt, for instance, and start just sea salt. I've been hooked on Johnny's. Johnny's is made in Tacoma, Washington, where I'm originally from. I live in Katy, though, even though I'm wearing my colors, Seahawks. So keep it real. Don't expect big things, guys. This is only 67 days. 67 days, okay? I'm going to hit 70, I'm going to hit 80, I'm going to hit 90, I'm going to hit 100, and I don't know if I'm going to go beyond that. I might just go beyond that. It depends on my health. This is about getting yourself physically fit, getting yourself cleaned out, and get all the toxins out and all that good stuff. So don't overdo it. I'm not overdoing it. Please, family, if you're watching, don't worry about me. I'm fine, okay? I took my blood pressure pill. I'm going to do that for a few days and then reevaluate. And I'm gonna follow my doctor. But I know if I lose the weight, you guys, if I get down to where I need to be. There are skinny people who have high blood pressure. I might just be one of those people, but great. I don't have high cholesterol. So good news, bad news. We're going to find out about the hip pretty soon. She says she thinks it's just a sprain. She moved my leg a little bit and it hurt like crazy. I mean, and on a scale of 1 to 10, it was a 10. All right, I've gone on too long. I apologize. But like I said, don't worry about me. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to drink my wheatgrass juice. It's good stuff, really. This is actually kind of sweet. If you get it from grassonthego.com, very sweet. He uses some particular strain of the wheatgrass. This is great for the blood pressure. I haven't been drinking it like I should. I think I need to do it twice a day instead of once a day. That's okay. Do your workouts, get walking. It'll keep the blood pressure low, I promise you. Okay? Day 6.